Good evening. Thank you. Welcome to our winter concert. These are actually the winter concert and the spring concerts are my absolute favorites. As I always say, record these. Record these with your phone because as you move throughout the years, you're going to want to compare. And I assure you that if you compare our performances tonight to the beginning of the year and then our spring shows, you're going to see incredible growth. I'm Dewey Shara. I get to be the principal at IJ and Ellis, and I welcome you here. These are my favorite supervisions because our music department is one of the only departments, they give their tests live with a live audience. This is an assessment, and you get to judge, and it's perfect. And you get to see the growth. So if you're wondering what goes on and what are they doing and how are they growing, record these shows, play them back, and you will see incredible growth. Because the stuff our kids do on a daily basis is incredible. I'd like to thank AHS for letting us be here. I would also like to thank our music boosters. We are one of the few schools in the state of Minnesota that puts an instrument in every child's hands from 5th grade on that wants one. If you're looking for a charitable donation in this upcoming year, I would say the best way to do that would be with our music boosters because 100% of your donation goes right here to our kids with instrument repair, instrument rental, help with those kinds of things. So anyway, you didn't come to hear me talk, but I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank our music department for being here. Again, one of the only departments that when they show up and have a performance, everyone in the department shows up to help and contribute. So I'm really proud of what we're able to offer for you and for your children. So welcome, thank you. Glad we missed the storm by a day because we have had to cancel these before and it's really tough. A couple of reminders though, if you could put your phone on silent, I would appreciate that. I would also appreciate it if you need to move around or you need to do something like that, if you do it between songs or between choir and band or band and orchestra, I would appreciate that. It is a little distracting when you're down here on the stage. You can hear everything up there. I can hear you whispering or talking, and when we're trying to perform down here, it's a big distraction. So I would just ask that you're absolutely quiet while the kids are performing so they can show you what they've learned, all right? Have a fantastic show. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for coming. My name is Mrs. Zerke, and I'm really proud of this 8th grade group. We've started out the year with them, most of them thinking why am I in this room and why are we singing? And now we have grown so much, and I'm really proud of them tonight. So I hope you enjoy the songs that they've been working on tonight. You're going to hear some different, in the songs that they're now being able to listen to each other and create harmonies within the songs. And the different parts, the different sections of the choir are also are leaders within the songs and are taking over the melody, especially in the first song that we're doing, the I Want It That Way, you'll hear them taking over the melody in that song. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy their 2 songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, 8th grade band, isn't that a fun piece? I wish there were like 30 more pages of that one. Good news though is we get to play it again tomorrow when we go to Caston for our band festival. So the 8th grade has been working really hard. They have a really busy end to the week right before spring break. So we'll be playing these 3 pieces tomorrow morning at the Caston Band Festival. Our next piece is called Resilience. A lot of the notes and rhythms they've seen for years and years. But the big challenge of this piece is how to make it sound really good, because it has some complex chords and complex harmonies in there. So here is Resilience. And our third song from the band is by Victoria Valencia, entitled Raspa in the Mexican cumbia style. This one's been a blast to work on, a lot more groove-oriented piece. The trombones always come into the band room warming up with this piece, so you know it's a hit when they're just playing it constantly. Thank you, parents and families, for supporting your students in band and pushing them to continue with band. As you hopefully could hear, as Mr. Shar said, the progress they've made this year. And I'm super excited for their May concert. At the beginning of the year, they said they wanted harder music, so we've been pushing them in class with 8th grade band. Quick reminder for parents and families here, please make sure your students get their instruments back to school tomorrow, because we leave at 8:05 for the band festival. So they gotta have their instruments when they come to school, okay? Thanks, everybody. Here is Raspa. Thank you, everybody. The Ellis 8th grade band.
Thank you for your patience. The stringed instruments, and particularly wooden instruments, don't like this time of year where we go from 30 degrees to 50 degrees to 0 degrees all in 1 month. So thank you for your patience as we tune and then retune and then tune again. I will keep it kind of short because you have some information on the screen in front of you. The concert, I didn't plan it this way, but the 3 songs that the orchestra is performing tonight kind of all have kind of a dark and moody background to them. This Indigo Mountain is in a minor key, and Phantom of the Opera has some major and some minor, and of course the story of Phantom of the Opera is a little bit strange. And then the final piece that we'll talk about later, but that's also in a minor key. So we're ready to get started for you. This is a terrific group. We've been working really hard, particularly on Phantom. They've had Phantom in their folders since the very beginning of the school year, and they have come such a long way. I'm so proud of these guys, all of them. And real quick here before we get started with Indigo Mountain, I just wanted to do a couple shout outs because, man, it has been so cool to have this co-teaching model where the IJ teachers come to Ellis 2 days a week in the morning, and then we go over to their school in the afternoon and help out. And man, they've been really doing a lot for us this week. Colin and Leah were both here in the morning, Tuesday morning and this morning. And Leah was here an hour early on Tuesday and helped us set up the entire Ellis Auditorium for 100 chairs for the final piece that you'll be seeing tonight. And man, we couldn't do it without their help. So thank you to the IJ people. Thank you to all of our music colleagues. Great. Please enjoy Indigo Mountain. right. Well, thank you so much again for being here. If you don't know that my name is Jacob Crosby by now and that I teach the 7th and 8th grade orchestra at Ellis, maybe this is your first time. Otherwise, I don't have to say it really a second time. But we have had this Phantom of the Opera music in our folders. I really wanted to try to do it in October because of the spooky story that goes with it, and it just was too much. So we decided, let's keep it, let's save it for later, let's really work on it, and wow, these kids have. It is really cool. We're really proud of them. And I forgot to put in your program, shame on me, we have a little solo right in the second part of the song, and that is done by Ava on the cello. Please give Ava a little round of applause. apart from being music that we've worked on for a while and music that's kind of dark, it's also music that takes a lot out of you when you're the conductor. So, this next piece is exactly like that. It is a really awesome piece of music that, well, I'll explain. Every year, I do tell my students, hey, if there's a movie theme, video game theme, you want to try it, you want to see if we can play it in orchestra, give me something. If you find the piano part, maybe we can write it out for all the strings. If you give me a violin part, at least I can start with that. Well, we had a student who really wanted to do a video game music, and that's Kaylin. And she really wanted to do it. In fact, not only did she go online and find it, she found like an arrangement of the video game soundtrack arranged for orchestra plus choir. And then she went into the computer, rearranged it for all strings, and she sent that to me. She said, will this work? Yeah. So all I had to do was I went through it, made minor tweaks. The violins had this and the violas had that, so I flipped them, stuff like that. Kaylin has done 90% of the work of this piece all by herself, which is really cool. So, we will play for you Gehrman, the last hunter. Did I get it? Oh, the first hunter. Gehrman, the first hunter, from the video game Bloodborne. And I would like to remind everybody we are not accepting money for this concert. This is a free concert, a public concert, and we are making no profit off of this. So, we have some soloists in the violas too, and we had 4 viola players that auditioned for the solo at the beginning, so they're all going to play this little solo for a while, and then of course, I can't stop Kaylin from playing all of the other solos on the violin. So please enjoy Gehrman the First Hunter from the video game Bloodborne. just about ready for our grand finale. We're going to invite the band to come up where we play the last spooky song for you. All right, thank you for sticking around. We will do this all together. It's been a privilege the last several years to be working with Mr. Whitekin. Now we've got Mrs. Zerke this year. Last year, if you were here, because you had siblings that were in 8th grade last year, you remember we did a combined piece that had all three of the groups. We had 8th grade choir and band and orchestra, and we played one of my all-time favorite pieces. And so this year it's the band and the orchestra playing together in the Hall of the Mountain King. So this is a really special opportunity because usually we take about 8 or 9 winds and brass and a couple percussionists and we add them to the strings and we call it good. So this is a really special collaboration that we're happy that we get to do. So after we are done here tonight, I hope you all grab ice cream or hot chocolate, whatever your choice is for whatever temperature it happens to be right now out of the 4 seasons we've had this month. And so anyway, if there's anybody that would be willing to come up on stage when we're done and help us stack chairs or move music stands or even push some percussion instruments to the high school building, that would be amazing. Thank you all for coming. This is In the Hall of the Mountain King. Thank you, everyone.